Sutton Strack, star of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, is not thrilled with Annemarie Wiley, her previous castmate. On April 5, Strack posted a clip from an interview with Heather McDonald from Juicy Scoop with Heather McDonald in February 2024, in which Wiley discussed her feelings regarding Rob star Garcelle Beauvais. The actress had an amazing talk with Wiley, who claimed to have filmed a really fun afternoon with Beauvais in the video. She added that Beauvais and she had a lot in common. We had a lot of common interests. There are some things that we will only be able to partially comprehend since we are the two black women in the cast. And in those situations, we must rely on one another. Type of incidents. Thus, Wiley and I had a terrific relationship, she remarked in the Juicy Scoop with Heather McDonald interview. Strack said in her April 5 X upload that she was offended by Wiley's remarks regarding Beauvais in a previous podcast interview. "I'm getting tired of this woman's hypocrisy." Then, weeks later, to become such bad pals on another podcast? Ma'am, Strack wrote. Annemarie Wiley discussed Garcelle Beauvais in an interview from April 2024. Wiley discussed Beauvais in an April 2 episode of the Reality with the King podcast, which is hosted by former Bravo producer Carlos King. Strack did not identify which interview she found problematic. Although Beauvais was initially hospitable, she claimed that the actress's attitude towards she finally underwent a transformation. Wiley implied that she thought Beauvais was modifying her responses in response to what the audience was saying. She was friendly. Then she wasn't, Wiley remarked. She was, and then, as the show progressed and went on, I found myself suddenly being viewed in this way, as the villain, quote-unquote. I believe I was, at least. Then she ceased to be. Additionally, Wiley expressed her opinion that Beauvais has been able to get away with unnecessarily playing the race card so many times, unchallenged. Wiley remarked, I think she's been playing that for a long time. Consequently, as a black woman, I may then say, you know what? Why didn't you confront me about my small-scale offenses? Or at the very least, help me. She was offended by that, correct? That didn't sit well with her. Then Wiley said she thought Beauvais ought to have stood up for her against Strack. She mentioned that during Rob season 13, Beauvais was offended by her co-worker Dorrit Kemsley's claim that she had attacked her. According to Reality Blurb, during an episode of Watch What Happens Live in March 2024, Strack said she thought Wiley had kind of attacked her. Beauvais ought to have approached her friend Sutton and told her, Sutton, you can't claim that she's yelling at you when she isn't. Sutton, we had discussed this very topic over the reunion last week. On Watch What Happens Live, you mentioned that she assaulted you. It is precisely the same thing. Wiley stated, she wants to call only when it pertains to her. Wiley elaborated in the same Reality with the King interview, saying that during filming Rob, she and Beauvais discovered they had all these things in common. The 41-year-old claimed that she played a different tune once the show started playing. Sutton Strack discussed her views on Annemarie Wiley's departure from Rob. Regarding Wiley's departure from Rob during the 13th season, Strack discussed her opinions in an interview that aired on Jeff Lewis Live in March 2024. As viewers are aware, during Rob season 13, Wiley and Strack got into a fight after the nurse anesthetist questioned the Georgia native's short esophagus. I'll claim that my esophagus is overjoyed. Who is it? Strack asked. She made it clear that she did feel somewhat sorry for her. The mother of three stated that she is not unduly worried about Wiley leaving the show, though. Really, I don't care expletive, Strack declared. Prior to the announcement that Wiley will not be making an appearance in season 14 of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Strack declared she had no desire to speak with Wiley ever again. She was asked if she would speak with Wiley again in an interview that aired on. Thanks for watching my video and subscribe for my channel.